I thought I knew what happened in '08. It was way worse than I thought. The Federal Reserve System, it's owned by private banks today. It's not an arm of the government. And it was always a partnership with DC. Like, the big banks will get in trouble. They'll go to DC and say, hey, the whole economy is going to crash if you don't bail us out. DC will bail them out. In return, the banks allow DC to borrow as much money as they want and just go into debt and spend money as politicians like to do. Both sides of the aisle. The big banks and the regulators and the rating agencies all knew that there was mortgage fraud in 2005. And they kept going on TV telling us everything's fine, it's all contained, nothing to worry about here. Keep your money in the stock market, it'll be fine. And we all got, lost half our money. So what are they saying now? Well, you had the Fed chairman earlier this year come out and said, some banks are going to fail with commercial real estate loans come due. Which ones? We don't know. We have a couple of banks fail in 2023. November 2022, there was an FDIC meeting. Boring as all get out, nobody watched it. But if you watch certain clips of it, they're actually joking and laughing that the public, you and I, have more faith in the banking system than they do.
It's really important. I mean, it's a little bit conflicted, right? I mean, it's important that people understand they can be bailed in, but you don't want a huge run on the institution. But they're going to be.
People need to know, but I don't think you have much hope of reaching a public that doesn't have a professional need to know.
I completely agree with that. I almost think you'd scare the public. Right? I think you've got to think of the unintended consequences of taking a public that has more full faith and confidence in the banking system than maybe people in this room do.
They're the FDIC who's supposed to be protecting our deposits, right? And they're literally saying they're concerned about regional banks going bankrupt, but they can't tell the public because there would be a run on the bank. And if you go to that same quarterly report showing all the losses, they tell you that there's 63 problem banks on their list, but they can't tell you which ones because there'll be a run on the bank. Are they protecting you and I, or are they protecting the bank, the system?